right, welcome to another Friday Night Blitz. A big thank you to the cheerleaders of St. Pete Catholic for getting us kicked off tonight. Nice night out there.
Yeah, not too shabby. The Barons took on a team tonight that dressed only 15 players. Woo, that's only 3 donuts more than a dozen. That's a few guys short of a hockey team. I have more than 15 ties.
15 players. Do the math.
Be loud and be proud. 1, 2, 3, bang!
All right, those are your Barons from St. Pete Catholic. Sloppy night for the Barons. A fumble there. James Blake, hey, the tennis pro, recovers for the Dragons.
Different guy, I
Lake
think.
Placid goes on offense. Tyler Farmer breaks a couple of tackles, gets into the end zone. Here comes the 2-point conversion. But wait, what is this? They brought a dragon with them, Paul.
What? What is this, Westeros?
The dragon appears to have eaten someone.
A song of fire and ice over here.
He's also looking at where the play is going. That is a no-no in mascot land. 2-point conversion. 8-0 Dragons on top. More Lake Placid. This is our buddy Blake again. Look at him go.
He's a big boy.
Running over guys, carrying poor number 2 there. Got steamrolled. It was a 15-yard game. DJ Williams on the keeper this time. It's now 14-0 Lake Placid. Remember, these are a bunch of kids playing 2 ways all night long. A sack there. That's Farmer with the sack. They could have played with 2 guys tonight, Paul. Williams now goes 76 yards for the touchdown. Lake Placid, nice job, man. 44-0 tonight.
That was an instrument. I thought we were staring into the Sarlacc pit for a second. Northeast at Gibbs. All Gladiators in this one. DJ Johnson, spin one for me. That's a hip track, as the kids would say.
Are you not entertained?
A little later, Johnson on the move. Running and gunning to Quandale in Mon hands, in Mon end zone.
Bring the tuba back. It's a cheerleader
synergy there.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get ready for some Viking highlights. Johnson running again. This time he forgets something. Northeast recovers. Later, Josh belted to Shaquan Johnson for a first down. But like most of life's errands, this drive ends in disappointment. Belton sacked by Chris Keith, and the Gladiators would add another score for good measure. Johnson to Quantravian Landers. Gibbs beats Northeast 30-3.
All right, Lake Placid had a long bus ride. So did Berkeley Prep. Driving down to Sarasota tonight to take on Cardinal Mooney. And the Bucks offense churning out the yards on the legs of Gordon Stetson. I think he's on a soap opera during the day. Nice run inside the 5. Stetson going to finish the drive with a touchdown. And the Bucks offense just give it to Stetson. There he goes again. Flip it to the ref. Berkeley Prep, a big winner tonight. 2-1 now in the season. 28-14 over Cardinal Mooney.
You got to act like you've been there before. Just here, you take this.
Takes him to the ref. Referee's like, yeah, good job. Referee spiked it. Ever since Newsom opened in 2003, the Wolves have had a natural rivalry just down the street.
Yeah, just 10 miles away, the den of the Durant Cougars. Both teams entered the evening 2-0, but only one could stay undefeated. Anthony Allred has the highlights of our Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week.
The Newsom Wolves come into this Game of the Week matchup having owning the Durant Cougars the last 2 years in a row. Both teams are undefeated, but after tonight, I don't think so. So to the highlights we go. The Cougars' first possession, and they didn't waste any time marching the ball down the field, using the pass to set up the run. Then it's Carlton Potter with the keeper to put the Cougars up 6-0. Now Newsom would make several trips to the red zone, but it was like the Cougars had a steel curtain that would not let them score. But right before the half, the Wolves would make 2 field goals to tie it up at 6. Now it's the third quarter, same score, when Jake Harris jumps over the secondary in a single bound, and woo! He's figuring to get loose. 90-some yards, but it's called back because it's illegal to jump over players in high school. Now it's the fourth quarter when Carlton Potter, poised in the pocket, hooks up with Brandon Myers to put the Cougars up 13-6. Then back come the Wolves. And take a look at this 2-point conversion. Did he get in? Refs say yes. So it's 14-13 Newsom. And then this is how it would end.
When you made it, what did you think?
I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be famous at school. Best feeling in the world, I can guarantee you that.
With the Game of the Week, Anthony Allred, News Channel 8 Sports.
Big win for Durant
Nice
there.
stuff by the
16-14
Cougars out
the
there.
final.
All right, next up, Eagle 8 back in action after a 1-week hiatus. We got it all gassed up. Skylights coming up next.
Congrats to our Friday Night Blitz Team of the Week, all AA in this show. The Plant Panthers pulled out a big win last week over Hillsborough. They get the big trophy for their case. And one of the teams you see on tonight's show, probably a winner, hint, hint, will take it home next week. Check it out during our 5:30 newscast next Thursday.
All right, last week, News Channel 8's Eye in the Sky. Paul Lamison, poor guy, was stranded at the airport because of weather.
Rough night for him.
Weather, he says. So who can blame the guy for taking tonight off?
Yeah, instead, you're stuck with more of us. Tonight, we board Eagle 8 for a little flight to Brooksville and our Friday Night Blitz skylights. First up, Springstead visiting Nature Coast.
We're going to pick this one up in the second quarter. At this point, Paul, it's scoreless. But the Sharks, here they come. Deshaun Smith runs right.
And later in the drive, only fitting that Smith would get his name in the newspaper box score. That's not a Jaws line. Touchdown Sharks.
Richard Dreyfuss would be happy. They're going to tack on a 2-point conversion, although it was a nice attempt here by Springstead at stopping them. Nature Coast goes on to win big, 35-12. Now we go down the road. Central welcoming the Falcons of 5A. The home team already on top, 20-7. Devontae Smith of Central. Look at him go, 61 yards and some missed tackles, Paul.
That's the highlight of the night right there, baby. 28-7.
Unless you're the defense.
5A couldn't get anything going on its next possession, forced a punt. So I guess it's time to channel my inner Mrs. Doubtfire. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Emmanuel Scott fielding the punt on one hop. Oh, great Scott. Nobody gets a hand on him. Central wins big.
Not a rugby match, Mrs. Doubtfire. And that's this week's Skylights.
Maybe that's doable. I think I'm better in falsetto.
The boss is on line 1. I think we're never going to fly again.
Hello.
Exactly. Hey, let's go to Polk County. Bartow was on fire tonight, taking on Lake Region. Look at Troy Jones. Missed tackles galore, but Jones does it with his feet as well. Finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The Yellow Jackets, though, get it down to the 1, and T.J. Harvin pushes the pile just across the line to make it 7-0. The Jackets also playing some defense tonight. Look at the screen pass to Charles Nelson.
Screen.
And what does it say? Swarm, shall we say? Ooh.
I see what you did there.
Bartow wins big. Shutout, 35-0.
Finally, Kathleen versus George Jenkins, pictured in the Baylor Bear lookalikes. Red Devils putting a drive together in the second. It's Jules St. G, the one name on the roster I had to double check, making the defense double check like this is a State Farm commercial. Then St. G tries to hit Kenobia Collins Jr. over the middle.
Forces with him.
He gets hit. No catch either. Double whammy of bad news there. Drive would end in a fumble. But turnabout is fair play. Ensuing Eagles possession. Some unclaimed baggage there. And Francisco Nelson recovers. Francisco, that's fun to say. That would lead to this. St. G, the patron saint of touchdown passes. Chris Williams hauling it in. 21-10 Red Devils. A little later, George Jenkins backed up again. Ski McWilliams. Awesome name. Not the way you wanted to make the highlights, though. Fumbled and sacked by Nelson. The subsequent punt also goes the way of the Red Devils. Marquise Zimmerman with a long return. That would set up a field goal. Kathleen goes on to win 48-20. The Devils 3-0.
All right, we love the Red Devils. All right, we're going to come back after a break for our Drive of the Week. Don't go away.
What?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I don't have a choice.
Wake him up.
The Friday Night Blitz Team of the Week trophy doesn't want to go anywhere.
I have my pick, by the way, for Team of the Week. We're going to have a little discussion with the voters on this one.
How about the Drive of the Week?
It's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, the Drive of the Week was a roadie, a drive for Berkeley Prep. And then the Buccaneers drove on the Cardinal Mooney Cougars. Gordon Stetson was the man of the night. He took the ball down the field both directions. Touchdown there in the first quarter. Came back with another one in the second quarter. Big win by the Bucs, 28-14. They're now 2-1 on the season. So nice little roadie for Berkeley Prep.
The Stetson wives.
The Stetson.
The step for. Come on, quick. Think of other puns on the fly.
He is the Stetson man. That's going back a ways.
We really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight on the Friday Night Blitz. If you want more of the Dan and Paul dynamic, make sure to watch Bucks Bonus on Sunday. Obviously, it's a big one for us.
Opening
Week
day.
1 of the NFL
Opening
season,
day.
baby. Getting
Jameis
excited.
Winston, Marcus Mariota. Who you got?
Oh, really? You're going to put me right on the spot.
I got
the Bucks winning at home. I got both rookie quarterbacks throwing 2 interceptions.
Defense best.
Yeah.
17-9 Bucks. No touchdown passes for Mariota.
Ooh, bold statement.
I don't know if Winston has any either.
You think Evans plays?
I think
got
Doug
that hammy
Martin has
issue.
it. Doug Martin is going to be the guy Sunday.
They want to mention real quick, the Rays won tonight. Came back and
beat the Red Sox. Miami Hurricanes are up, by the way, at FAU.
Lightning delay in that game.
Weather delay in that game.
See you next Friday for the Blitz.
Good weekend, everybody.